Hello all and welcome back to the Zeusdaz Unemulated Retro Game Channel. I am your host Zeus and I bring you a Let's Play video review. And as you can see, well, if you can make out that word, we're going to have a go at Yoomp on the Amiga. And yes, you heard me right, it's pronounced Yoomp, not Yomp. Hence there's two O's in there. Even the official program of Atari 8-bit confirmed that with me. So Yoomp, what's this about? What is it? Well, you're basically going through a tunnel, you're controlling a bouncy ball, and it's a fantastic game. However, the original came out in 2007 on the Atari 8-bit. I actually own that, the original, which cost me an arm and a leg, but nevertheless, I'm happy I own it. Came out in 2007, won loads of awards, and it was a phenomenal game. But years later, it actually came out on the Commodore 64 via homebrew, and then a year or two later, here we have it on the Amiga. And as I speak, within this month of May 2025, it's actually coming out on Atari ST as well. What do I think of the Commodore 64 version? Well, let me start off with the original Atari 8-bit version. As I said, phenomenal game. I've done a Let's Long Play. I played the game all the way through without cheats. It's on my channel, and even the main programmer has commented on that video, which is pinned at the top, so you can get his thoughts about the game. I was very chuffed about hearing, knowing that he watched my long play of it. But the Commodore 64 version, yeah, I haven't really played it. I've had a quick look at it, but it's definitely subpar Atari 8-bit version. Flatter colours, the tube's a little bit smaller. It just hasn't got that beauty of the Atari 8-bit with all that extra colouring and shading and metallic looking graphics. It's lovely. And then the Amiga version come out, which we're going to check right now. So I don't often do Let's Plays of the games that have been ported years and years later, because as far as I'm concerned, if I want to play Yoomp, I'm going to play the Atari original. But let's have a go at this, see what we can make of it. Now, just to let you know, there's two versions. There's 1.08 and this is 1.09, and the difference is this version has 3 tunes as opposed to the 1.08 version, which just has the original Amiga music. This version also has a remix of the Atari 8-bit version, and it also has the original Atari 8-bit version, or close to it. But we're going to stick with the Amiga original music, and lucky for me, I have this is a trained version. It's actually trained for me. You can get hold of a trained version of a 108, but I've had somebody trained a 109 for me with a Zeus trainer. I'll explain about that shortly. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's make it out. It is a multi-load, sadly, so you might hear my drive. Don't know if you can hear that, but that just proves I'm playing it on the original Amiga 500. And there's 2 versions of this game, all on the same disc. It depends what machine you got, it will detect it. The difference is on the 1200 there's a star field, whereas this there isn't. But the Atari 8-bit didn't have a star field, so it doesn't bother me. Here we go. So yes, here we are. There's your ball, round and round and round and round and round. Much more polished than the Atari 8-bit. That's understandable. There's a lot more colours, but that doesn't mean necessarily that it's better. Now, I haven't played this very much. I've been sort of waiting for the right time to try and play all 27 levels. The original has 21 levels. This has 27. And luckily for me again, somebody I know who trains Amiga games for me has broken into the code and given me all the access codes to all the levels, which is great, so I can go to any level I want and check them out. But I'm going to try and do a long play, even if it means me just stitching all the levels together. It's a nice tune, it bounces with the rhythm, and like the original Atari 8-bit, just a different take on the tune. And I'll play the other tune shortly as well, so you get some idea what that sounds like. Now, there's something about this I've noticed I didn't like. On the Atari 8-bit version, and probably Commodore 64 version too, you can bounce on squares that have a minus or a plus. If you jump on the pluses, the screen gets brighter up to a certain point. There's level 1 done. And if you jump on the minuses, the screen gets darker up to a point. However, this version, on the minuses, you can jump on too many and the screen becomes completely black and it's basically game over because you cannot see where you're going. I don't like that on this version. I don't like that. Also, there's no checkpoints, unlike the Atari 8-bit. So some of the tunnels are really long, and if you die near the end on the Atari 8-bit, you would have got past a couple of checkpoints and you just start off near the end. Whereas this version, I haven't seen any checkpoints. So if you get right to the end of the tunnel and you die, you've got to start all the way from the start again. I don't like that either. And the other thing that's missing is the Atari 8-bit version had a little bar at the bottom of the screen which would tell you your progression of that level. You get some idea how long you've been on that tunnel and how far there is left to go. As you can see on this version, there's no such bar. So you don't know how much longer of the level you've got to go. Level 2 done. Level 3, yes, it's multi-load. But you know, it only takes about 12 seconds to load each level. Yeah, I wasn't going to do a Let's Play, so I do, you know, for you that keep saying you don't do shit game times, check my bloody channel out. I do music videos and everything else, and Let's Plays, which are games that I really think are good, and Let's Long Plays, which again, games I think are really good that I can complete from start to finish. My channel is not all about slating games. There's a bloody lot of good games out there. So yes, it's nice to have different colours. I don't know if I'm going to do very well on this because I really haven't put any time into this version. And there's a couple of close gaming pals that I have on YouTube that had no idea, well, one of them didn't, had no idea what this game existed until many years later, about a dozen years later, I introduced them to it. And as I usually find, any person I introduce this game to, they love it. Ooh, yeah, oh, blimey. Again and again and again. Oh, he's drunk. Whee! Yeah, you hit the bottle one and you're pissed. Oof. Well, I don't know if there's any. That's also another thing on the Atari 8-bit version. It's on the title screen. It shows you what the squares do. Whereas this version, you've got to learn them on the way. So the bottle, when you hit that, your ball goes all pissed and drunk. I don't know if there's extra live ones, what they look like. See, these don't make any difference, these squares, these little squares. Level completed, so it's level 3 done. I don't want to play too much. So 27 levels on this version, 6 more than the original. Yeah, I mean, if I ever fancy playing Yoomp, it will always be the Atari 8-bit. Again, I should start it off again shortly with the different music. See, I don't know if there's any difference of points. I can't really see it on the screen. I'm not checking it out. See, again, more design of squares just to make your eyes go nutty. And you've got a jump button, of course, that's your fire button. And as I said, I'll explain in a minute why this is a unique train version, all made for me. Lucky Zeus. Oh, no, blimey. Yeah. It's very hypnotic. Oh, I did press the fire button, but not quick enough. Get ready. Your lives counter in the bottom left-hand corner, along with the amount of jumps that you have left. Anyone wanting to know, that is a QuickShot 2 Turbo clicking away. Also, the game is overscan, which is nice. So to complete this level, then we come out of it and start again with the different tunes. Yes, version, if you can find it, version 1.08 has a trainer at the beginning, infinite lives and infinite jumps. That trainer was put on 109 just for me. 109, as I said, has 2 more music tracks, and I have another added edition trainer on this special version of mine, which I requested, which really helps. Because as I said, you don't get checkpoints in this, and if you die, you might never ever get past a certain level and never get to see the end, unless you know the codes. But as I said earlier, the programmer, not the programmer, the person I know who trains Amiga games for me got into the code and gave me access to all the level codes, all 27 of them. Oh. Go see these tunnels, you don't know how long they are. There's no bar at the bottom to say how much further you've got to go. See, I do miss that. And I said the only difference in the 1200 version is, whoa, fast, is you have a star field, so there'd be instead of just a black screen. Oh, pissed again. See, look how long these levels. Oh, look at that! Went straight down that hole. What are the odds of that? And you go right back to the start. So what we do, we cut it off here, and we'll start again, but with a different tune. If I can find a hole to fall down. Right, we fall down here. There we go. Is that it? No, one more to go. One more life. Jump over that. And let's fall down a hole. Right, that'll do. Boom! Right, that's game over. There we go. Right, let's put my. It also saves your scores as well. That's quite nifty. That's good. So make sure your disk is unwrite protected. Let's whack me name in once it comes up. There we go. Zeus. Oh, there. Thank you. There we go. Saving high score. Yeah, that's quite nifty. Right, let's start again, and we'll try the different music. Music original. Right, let's go for the 8-bit version. Now, it put me back on level 1 again, and because I didn't take much notice of the codes, this is where we're going to benefit on the special Zeus trainer. So along with jump, infinite jumps and infinite lives, which are not activated right now, luckily for me, if I get stuck on the tunnel, all I've got to do is this, press a couple of special buttons, and hopefully, there we go, level completed. I have a level jump trainer, which is brilliant, isn't it? So yes, thank you to you-know-who who's asked me to keep a little bit quiet. So again, we skip, let's press these buttons together, and there we go. Oh, lovely. Right, let's go for level 3. Aris. And press the magic buttons. Lovely. And get to 4. So now we'll listen to the tune a bit. I don't want to waste time skipping so many levels all the time. On Sill, there we go. So that's the original Atari 8-bit tune, or a close rendition to it. Yeah, so that's bloody useful. Thanks again, matey boy, for adding that extra little trainer for me. Very useful having a level jump skip trainer. Because I said it could be a level I get completely stuck on and I can never progress. Thanks to that I can now. So yeah, I think anybody would be interested in playing this game. It's very cool. But for me, you can't beat the Atari 8-bit version, you just can't. I'll tell you what I'd like to see though. I'd like to see a ZX Spectrum 128K version. That'd be interesting. I'd like to see that because the Spectrum has high resolution. It'd be very nice. It'd be very detailed, I think. And let's face it, the game itself on this is pretty much monochrome. It's just one colour. In this case, sort of purpley red. I think Spectrum would do quite well doing a sort of game like this. Jump, there we go, got it that time. See if I get past this level. And then we quit and do the remix tune just to show you. Again, as I said, the extra 2 tunes are only available on version 109, not 108. Fast Levy, jump. Again, faster. Oh, yeah, that's where I died, wasn't it? Bloody fell down that minute little hole. There we go. Hey, level complete. Right, let's quit once more and I'll play the last tune, which is a remix version of this. So KFRN is this level. I think I can just escape. Hang on. No, I can't. I've got to literally die. So let's die a few times. And then we can listen to the final tune. So yeah, there's a starfield there on the 1200 version. Again, that doesn't bother me. The original never had one, so I'm not bothered. And you could also buy this, I don't know if you still can, but you could at the time buy this on original box. There we go. Game over. Right, last little run then. I'll whack the code in as well. And then we can maybe jump one more level, and that will do. But yeah, go and play it. I think it's pretty cool game. But as I said, for me, it is the Atari 8-bit version. I don't even touch the Commodore 64 version because, as good as that is, it's way sub-par to the Atari 8-bit. Right, KFRN. I think it was KFR. Right, so let's change the music to remix. KFRN. Yes, that worked. Right then, let's try this last level. Yeah, so I've made up my own ADF disc on this. A dark see-through blue 3.5-inch disc with a nice label. Created that myself. It's very nice. Okay, come on in. Level 5, there we go. Right, let's listen to this music. I can get on this level. Yeah, so you don't know how long these levels are or how much further you've got to go in them. So it's got the sort of blocky graphic look of the Atari 8-bit version. And look, this is where you go. You can't see now, you see? If you go on one too many, it's death. And I was having a lot of trouble with this level, so thanks for that trainer. Boom! Lovely! Right, let's check out this last level then, and that will do. So there you go, I've given you 5 passwords, haven't I? Let's get on with it. Oh, nice blue level. Right, let's finish this game off now. What do you think of this tune? Oh. See, I don't know if you get any extra lives. Oh no. Oh, I tried to get the edge. Tried to get the edge. Okay, let's try. Oh, there's gaps there. Stay on the line there, I think. Oh, still miss the edge. Last life. So I really haven't spent much time on this version. But I am a Atari 8-bit Yoomp game completioner. That's on my channel. In fact, I'll put it on the end of this video. You can check that out, the original Atari 8-bit. And it's long played with full commentary, no cheats used. It's a long play I'm very proud of. Look at that, oh yeah, risking it there. Let's get back in the middle. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, you don't know how far these levels are. That's it. Keep going. Yeah, I can just imagine the very last level is about 16 miles long. Hey, there we go. Excellent. Well, I think that'll do. We commit suicide on this level now. So that is the Amiga version of Yoomp. And yeah, I think you'd enjoy it. At the end of the day, I mean, I probably, if this came through my letterbox in a jiffy bag when you know, during the pirate games, a cough cough, I think I would be immensely happy playing this. But because I saw the Atari 8-bit version first, and it's a phenomenal game, I prefer that. Let's die. Yes. There's just something missing from this, apart from not showing you how long the level is, and no checkpoints. There's just something missing. It feels more silky, and I'm not sure if I like that. There's a certain roughness to the Atari 8-bit version which made it brilliant. So there we go, that's Yoomp. I hope you enjoyed that Let's Play. So if it's dragged on a little bit more, let's just get back on the title screen. So yes, go and check it out. It's available to download. Just type Yoomp Amiga and you'll easily find it. I haven't got the link right this very second, so yeah. Go and download it and give it a game. Give it a go. You'll get 1.09, I think. It won't be trained. You'll have to ask on the forums for that. But yes, I'm lucky to have a level skip train or two on my version. So thank you, Mr. Secret. Don't want me to declare his name, for doing that trainer for me. Right, that's it for me. Is this edition of a Let's Play. I hope you enjoyed that. Please leave the comments below. Let me know what you think of this game. Take care, everyone, and don't forget to keep tuning into my channel for future Let's Plays, Let's Long Plays, and shit game times. All the best. See you later. Zeus.